Taylor about the fucking flex.
Yeah. Perfect. of July. Happy 4th of July.
Why I
I
gotta be
said
blown up?
happy. Well,
There we
you
go.
got me blown up.
Nah, there we go.
Happy
We'll
Fourth
switch.
of July. Yeah, you gotta switch it. You gotta switch it. You gotta switch it. Happy
It's
Fourth
only
of
because it's
July,
only because you're
everybody.
it's only because you're older, man. That's why you do.
Jesus fuck. We starting already with that shit. Like it's too soon for that. Look, it's 4th of July, bro. How I see you sipping your Arizona. I see
Got
you
in
sipping your
Arizona.
Arizona. You got them hot dogs and hamburgers going? Or not
I
yet?
got some
You
hamburgers I
got
run.
Okay, I don't. I'm about to though.
Nice.
'Cause, I'm the grill master, but this year I got family in town, so I ain't got no grill master in me today. So that's a good thing. I'm winning there. So I'm gonna go over there after the stream, and I'm just gonna go eat some hot dogs and hamburgers. Who knows? I
Very
might
yeah.
just take pictures of me eating their food. Um, who knows? But I'm happy for those who are able to join us on a happy Fourth. I hope you guys are enjoying today with your friends and family. It is a traditional hot dogs and hamburgers kind of day. Um, America, it's her birthday, so let's celebrate that today. If you guys got fireworks, be safe. Be safe
Yeah.
with those fireworks. Don't be crazy. Don't be like me and just start doing like we were kids. When we were kids, we had the
The Roman
sparklers in
no,
our hand.
not even the Roman candles. The Roman
Yes,
candles that people would hold and then you out.
Toof, 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 toof. Like I'm seeing crazy videos now with the whole the way social media works now in TikTok. I'm
Mm.
afraid that people are gonna do the dumbest thing and
Oh,
just trend.
like a Fourth of July TikTok
Oh
challenge
Jesus
with
fuck!
fireworks. Yeah,
Well,
just
please
avoid,
don't.
please.
Please don't. This
Yeah,
please don't do all that. That's crazy. Now listen, we are today's gonna be a little different. We are going to because I do have family in town. I will give you that transparency.
we're gonna be a little
We're
abbreviated.
gonna be abbreviated. We ain't gonna wait. I don't wanna jinx it, but because we always like love our conversations. But we're trying not to go 2 hours long.
Yeah,
We're gonna try to go somewhere on the 1 hour mark, if
just
that's
trying to
okay with
get
you
is
guys.
just trying to break down the week for you, let you know what's going on. You
That's
already
it.
know what's going on, but we're gonna give you our perspective on it and keep it moving.
That's it.
Yeah,
Matt's
man.
there. Long time no see. Shout out to the chat. Silent Hill dude, thank you for joining us. I met this dude this week on Twitter. I asked him if he could like join us and see what he thinks about the show.
Nice,
I'm happy he's here. Silent
nice.
Hill, shout out to him. I see Elites in here.
Yep.
Who else is in here? Okay, so far go ahead and share this, tweet it out, let everybody know we're live. But real quick, we usually for Silent Hill, who's new to the stream, we usually shout out our week and say what we're doing and how's that stuff. So we're gonna keep that abbreviated today. Me, Logic, I'm growing this channel, man. That's what I'm doing. I've
Yeah,
been
man.
focusing so much on doing this that the gaming part of it.
You want to show what you got? A little sneak peek, because little little tease.
No tease.
Yeah, little
Okay.
tease. Hit him
Well,
with tease real quick.
well, I'll hit.
Listen, for those watching the YouTube and catching the replay, so audio listeners, sorry, but Kills is about to show some of the additions that he's going to have to the stream
Well,
slash podcast.
Well, first, hey, Potion, what's up? Potion Sword Run is in here as well. Fabio, good afternoon or good evening where you're at.
Yep.
Um, good evening over there. Two great channels right there. Go follow those guys. You got XBL podcast on here, and you
Yep.
also got Potion Sword Run. Both got great channels. Go watch them. Before I review what I want to review, sneak peek what we're doing here. First, I got this for my son.
Nice.
I got the,
On
I got
on brand.
he wanted the red. He's a
Not
red guy.
sponsored. Not sponsored yet.
Not sponsored
Hashtag not sponsored yet.
yet. But I got this for my son, the red controller. I was gonna do an unboxing, but I'm gonna wait to do that like on a separate video, which is why I want to talk about the next thing. We're
Nice.
doing we're doing big things over here, man. We are growing every day. Realogic literally spend spend hours and upon hours just like it's amazing that we have this kind of medium now that we could just talk like this without having to be. He's in a different state. I'm in a different state, and
We're
we've gotten so
1,800 miles away from each other, roughly. Roughly.
1,800 miles, roughly, yeah. And it's crazy because the way we've progressed and grown this channel this way,
Yeah.
I can only imagine if we were in the same area, same location, the shit that'll happen. Like,
The
oh
content
my
would be
god,
insane, but it's gonna be insane anyway because we're making the upgrades.
so
We're the little podcast that could.
the little podcast I could. Um, so little sneak peek to
There we go.
Oh, what was that? Little sneak peek to I got me the Elgato. The
Very nice.
Elgato. So we've been talking about this for quite some time now where we're gonna do game nights and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be more than just a talking podcast, or we're gonna be more than just a talking podcast. We're gonna show
About
you guys we
games. We're
play
gonna
games.
game. We're gonna
We're gonna
game.
game. Because we are
Matt's been in the chat with us over this past week, so
yeah,
we game. We
Matt
don't just talk
knows.
about it.
Shout out to Matt who joined our party chat this week.
Yep.
Big highlight of the week. He joined our party chat this week, and we practically pulled a working shift. Fuck, like a whole working shift in a chat. Like wow, like
He went to. If
Amazing.
it was late for us, it was very late for him
Very
because
late for
he's
him.
across
Like
the
I
pond.
think this man
So
broke night with us in that chat in his time zone.
yeah,
Um, but man, it was great that he joined in. Man, natural came in there, held conversations, had conversations. Not that we're nobody special. We're not.
no,
We're not like that kind of that
it's not
kind of.
like it's not like who the fuck we are. But
No,
we opened up the invite anyway over the last couple of weeks and said, hey, we're available. Like, come
yeah,
hang out with us. We're
come hang
we're
out with us.
reachable. Come hang out with us. Like the party chat has that ability. Come in. We're gaming, and we'll shoot the shit
We'll
and we'll
shoot the
talk.
shit.
And that's exactly what happened.
Matt
So it
will
was
tell
pretty
you we
cool.
shoot the shit. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. We spoke about everything, man. We spoke
And
about. I mean, he got a little sneak peek behind the scenes with our conversations and how we come about with topics for the show.
yeah,
It's not only about the hot topics of the week, but it's also things we like talking about, games. So that's gonna happen. We're gonna start having game nights, and I'm gonna start showing clips of or just highlights of things that I do. You guys saw a little sneak peek of that. This I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, I tweeted out a little Call of Duty clip. Yes, I'm back on that shit game. A little Call of Duty clip, so I showed that. And how I get trip kills and I collect trip kills, which is amazing. I do things like that, but
that was a pretty nice clip. That was a pretty nice clip.
well, it's one of those things where it's like, damn, I'm getting back on this game after months of uninstalling this shit. I
Yeah.
wonder how I'm gonna do, and I, I'm doing good. I
Sometimes
okay,
you need that time away from a game though to actually appreciate what it is. Like you take that little bit of time, away from it. You're like, all right, if I go back into it now, it's not going to piss me off like it used to before. I mean, there's still going to be little things about it that annoy you, but at
hmm
least it like that feeling comes back again because you
oh,
weren't on it every
absolutely,
day, every other day, and
absolutely.
stuff like that. It's like kind of like with me and Tarkov. Oh boy, wipe happened this week, and I'm in another.
But it's
This is
something
the
about these games, though, right? That
Yeah,
that
it's
like
like
you're like, eh.
I haven't played it in months, and
Yeah.
literally in months, and then the wipe happens, new guns, new gear, and now I'm actually playing with a squad. I got Turpin and one of our modders, my
hmm
buddy.
hmm
He's running with me and a buddy of his, and we've just been nonstop as threes. And I'm telling you, the game is fun to play solo, but when you have like a squad of guys and you don't got to worry about or girls,
Okay,
and you don't,
okay.
sorry, yeah. So just want to make sure. Okay, we're all inclusive here. Squad of guys or girls, and you're going in there, dude, and you're just like, and you don't necessarily have to worry about watching all around because you got people covering different sectors. Be like, hey, watch my back. Hey, I'm gonna go loot this guy. Can you cover me real quick? Hey, go check that out. You know what I mean? Like, and it's literally that way. And there you are. You got somebody watching, your left flank. You got somebody watching your right flank. You're watching,
Oh,
there, and you're covering sectors. You're scanning, seeing where the enemies are. You're listening, and then you're doing math because the levels only allow you to have so many players inside of the map. So then
hmm
you're just doing math. Like, wait, I just killed a PMC, which is like a player.
yeah.
Okay, so that's one down, and then you start doing it's fucking insane. So I've been having a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun playing that. So it was cool.
Okay,
It was
all right.
refreshing.
So as you can see, guys, there's games that we don't we
PC
vowed.
by PC by the way, it wasn't
He's
just I'm not.
PC. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's PC. We vowed to fuck these games. I don't want to play no more. Well, not fuck these games, but it was more like let's take a break.
take a break.
And I mean, I said more of the fuck this game kind of thing. Call
Yeah,
of Duty to me was like, and when I tell you I do anything for buddies, I literally downloaded it again because of money, because of Reborn and everybody just playing the game again. And I'm going, you know what? Whatever the fuck, I'll download it. I downloaded it, and it started off being that, and I'm now playing with the shit by myself. I'm going, God damn, I can't believe this game is like drugs, man. Like it's literally got me. I
yeah.
don't know what it is about the game that got me playing it
It's
like that.
it's it's accessible. It's just too. It's very accessible
In
and
and
it's
out,
easy. It's
in and out.
easy to just go in and you're like, okay, let me load
Gotcha.
up team deathmatch. Let me load up hardcore search. Let me load up whatever your game mode is, and you can just hop in. And even after not playing for a while, it might take you a couple of games to get back into it. But honestly, if you've been playing for as long as we've been playing, it doesn't take long to be like, okay, I know what shoot is. I know what the dodge is. I know what guns are good. Like, let me just go and
Yeah.
play. And I think that's just what it is, where it's just one of those pick up the controller, and you play. And when you're done, you put the controller down and you go away, or you keep the controller in your hand and you just move on to the next game.
All right, look at Matt. Matt correcting us. Guys can mean genderless more and more as society progresses.
Thank you.
Shout out to our modder. Shout out to a modder, Matt. Shout out to Matt. But no, man, it's one of those things. I downloaded Call of Duty. I'm playing
Yeah,
freaking, and I'm not playing Warzone. I'm not. I'm done with that. Too many hackers on that shit. But playing the Call of Duty. It's double X week, double XP. That's another thing. I'm going. I'm not gonna play this shit. I'm just gonna play a couple of when the guys are on. I'll play this shit. And they fucking hit me with that tweet. Double XP for July 4th. I'm like, you fuckers, you
Yeah.
motherfuckers. So I'm sitting here
You
going,
knew that was coming.
gotta
You
get
knew
it.
that was
I
coming though.
know. I got. If you're a Call of Duty guy, you know that's coming.
Yeah.
That's coming. So I'm going. Oh, gotta get these double XP. I gotta get it. So that's where I'm at right now. Literally, I prestige one time
What's up,
doing this game.
Jordan? That's actually hey.
Jordan,
So Jordan's actually one of him and Turpin were the guys I was rating with actually. So shout out
nice.
to Jordan for joining the
Shout
pod.
out
What's up,
Jordan.
brother?
We get new people this week. I like it. I love it. Hopefully they enjoy our content and they'll
Yeah.
stick around. Um, and I'm not one of those to say hit the like button and say subscribe to my channel, please. I don't do that. I don't do that at all. I don't like saying hit like and subscribe to my channel. That's just weird, you know.
I mean,
To say,
hit dislike. I mean, either way. I mean, I
I mean,
don't. Well,
it's just weird though. Like
we rather you not. But
say it one time though. How weird does it sound when you say it? Say it.
oh
Hit the
yeah,
like button.
hit the like button and make sure to subscribe.
It's just it sounds weird, right? It's just hit the like button,
We're not
subscribe.
there.
Come on,
We're not there yet. That's what it is.
just not there.
We
No,
don't have the ego yet. Like couple of hundred
no.
more people in the chat. I think we change. No, I'm kidding. I think just wait until the first sponsor comes because remember the hashtag is not sponsored yet. So the second the first sponsor comes, I think that's when we sell out. So
Eli
well,
in the chat. Shout out to Eli. Yes, we'll be that pod. We'll be that those content creators that once we hit like 1,000 subs or
it's
follows,
like
whatever.
I don't see. Wait, Matt
Who are these
who?
people?
Matt
Matt.
who? I don't
Who's
know.
Silent
Who?
Hill? Who's these guys? I don't. No, we'll play. We'll play. We're not that people. But
No.
no. That's what the week was. Again, focusing in on the channel, making it grow. You guys. I hope you guys seen the progress on that. You already seen the El Gato has been picked up. Also waiting. I was hoping the camera came in, but also ordered a new camera so we can get those visuals going. To have the green screen, everything's happening. We it just take a little time, with the pandemic, and we can't be here with each other in one room. All that stuff is happening, so we're progressing as much as we can. But let's hit the week, shall we?
Yeah,
All right, let's hit the week.
I'm
So
down.
let's see what we have. I think the topic we had. Let me see. I wanna make sure we stay on point here. So July games on Game Pass,
Yeah,
guys. We're
man.
about to get like Xbox is turning up the heat. We're about to get like every month from here on out to the end of the year. We're about to get games, starting with this month. You got Flight Sim. If you guys are not crazy about this game, I understand. I understand it's a flying game. I get all that, but Flight Sim is literally going to push the technical aspects, the hardware on our Xbox S and X. Like it's gonna push it. We're finally gonna see what these things are capable. Oh, my boy Heartbeat in the chat. What up,
We
Heartbeat?
gotta leave that a little bit longer. Hold on.
Let it simmer. Let it
We
simmer.
gotta let that rock for a minute.
One of our boys right there. Happy Fourth, baby, to you and the family, man. Um, and yeah, so I've been waiting for this game, the game that's gonna push my Xbox Series X to the limit,
Yeah.
show me visuals, see what's going on. I know they came out with the specs, 30 frames per second, which again, that's okay. It's a simulator game, but I've been watching some of the clips and highlights. I'm going, holy shit! I can't wait to. Oh, my boy, 100. I'm gonna just do a whole shout out here. What up, 100? He said he was gonna join me. I was there. I was on his pod last night, watching it. Man, good pod last night, man. You guys are always entertaining, man. You always keep the shit real, and I love it. Um, and I didn't win the pot, but that's okay. Next time I win that pot. He did a whole pot thing where super chats, they accumulated, and then
Oh, they
yesterday
accumulated whatever the donations
and they
was, and they gave
raffled
that
it
up.
out. And
That's dope.
whoever was watching, they gave it out. I was like, wow, I didn't win it, but that's okay.
That's
That's
dope.
okay. Next time I win it, trust. So yay, I hear it. Yeah. So no, so Flight Sim testing is gonna push the limits on that. What else you got? Death's Door. If you're into like the indie games, double A's, Death's Door is out there. That's coming out. And then the Ascent. Finally, we're gonna get the Ascent. I've been waiting on that cyberpunk style game, so we're finally gonna get that. I've been waiting on that for quite some time. And they've always been tweeting out, "It's coming, it's coming, it's coming," and we never get updates. But it's coming out by the end of this month. So that's another game. There was one more game. Let me look this up here. There's one more game. Death Door was that? Oh, Chris Tales. Chris Tales. It's a bunch of games coming out in July, but the games I'm mentioning are Game Pass games. These are Game Pass for July. Chris Tales is another one coming out. So you got so much like just this month alone on Game Pass. You got those 4 games to look forward to and more. I didn't want to just go down a whole list because I looked at the list and I'm like, oh fuck, there's a lot of
It's a
games coming
lot.
out.
It's a
A
lot.
whole lot. But I highlighted the 4 games I'm looking to forward to playing. Flight
Yeah.
Sim being one of them, Chris Tales another one, Death's Door, and then The Ascent. So basically those are the 4 games I'm looking forward to. But every single month, but from here on out to the end of the year, we're gonna get something new, something fresh, something to play with for just $15 a month. If you have Game Pass, I'm not advertising. It is just simply the best deal you have in town. So that's what we're gonna get here on out. Now, I don't know what you guys are excited about with that list, or if you have another game that you're looking forward to apart from that list. Please let me know in the chat. But that's what I'm looking forward to in the July. When it comes to the July, any one of those games you're looking forward to,
I'm
Najee?
I'm interested in seeing how the flight sim actually runs on the Series S, only because I had
You
it
played
on
it on PC.
PC.
Okay.
Played it on PC. It was sick. It was. I mean, it's a lot going on with mouse and keyboard, and even then, it's like, yeah, you could keybind and hotbind and do that, but when you're talking about like elevation and stuff, like I'm wondering how they were able to transfer over those controls for the
Yes.
Xbox, and then just seeing how, because remember the big push to that is the Azure, the cloud
The
service.
cloud.
So the cloud. So just seeing how the game runs and operates, if it's running like smooth frame rates and stuff like that, if there's some hiccups and everything. Like I'm wondering how the optimization is, because listen, it's first party stuff. You know what I mean? This is first
Yeah.
party. It's on Game Pass. Let's see how they
Oh, that's
actually
another
got it
thing.
to run.
It's the actual. This is a first
It's
all
a
exclusive
first
to the
all
SX.
exclusive. Yeah,
Nothing. It won't run on an older system. Just this is it. This is the
it's
first
the yeah.
actual next gen that's not running on old gen
So I
system.
want to see. So I want to see how their first party game runs on their systems.
That's gonna
And
be.
we'll see what
I didn't
happens.
even think of that. That's amazing.
Yeah,
And like see, I've been watching again. I've been watching the PC also, the PC
yeah.
game. I watched one where the guy flew. Literally, he had, I mean, he had the whole setup, like the whole
What did he do?
controllers.
The 15-hour flight or whatever it was, like the
Like
cross it, the
Japan.
transatlantic. Yeah, the
He went, yeah, the
transatlantic flight
transatlantic. He went to Japan, and he literally it took him 15 freaking hours to get.
in
He played
real time.
in
In
real
real time,
time.
right? Yeah,
15 hours to get there, and throughout the flight, you had the weather patterns happening
yeah,
in real time. Like if there
yep,
was weather, there was weather. Like whatever
yeah.
weather was, he was getting it in the game. And I'm like, wait, is this gonna be on console as well? Sure
That's
enough,
what I. Yeah.
there's checklists for this. It will be on console. Like I'm going, wow. Like he was able to get up from the cockpit, walk into the actual where the passengers. There was no passengers, but
No.
walk
Yeah.
into the cabin, the passenger area side, and the chairs are there.
Yeah.
Just like literally, he's walking through where the steward or the flight attendants will be at,
Hmm.
where their food, where they get their food from, all that, the bathrooms. I'm like, this is like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow, it's not just flying a plane. You're literally in the plane looking at it. Like he started off by having the plane tax on a taxi,
Hmm.
and
The
he's
whole no,
looking.
it's the whole thing. You do that. You can even get it to the point where you have to do the IFR checklist to get actual like. I mean, it's not one to one to get the approval for the flight plan and stuff like that,
Right,
but
right.
because there's a lot that goes into just taking off from
Yeah,
an
you don't just get in a
airport.
plane and
Just
hit
get in a
buttons and
plane
fly.
and hit buttons and fly. You got to
Yeah.
make sure there's no planes coming. There's like the traffic. Sometimes some of the places that you take off from have automated ATCs, so they don't have a tower because they're small. So
Yeah.
you literally have to put in for clearance like the day before if you want to fly. You have to put in your flight plan from before and hope that it gets accepted. And then once you get up in the air,
Uh,
you get handed off to like another
like
ATC tower, like another major place.
throughout
Like
your trip.
throughout your trip, different airspaces, you have to switch over channels, and then they got 100
And
different
I
things
heard
going
that.
on to
And
their
I
trip.
heard that. Like you can
Yeah,
hear the air traffic control talking.
yeah.
And I'm
And
going,
then in the
are
game,
you
and
kidding
what's
me?
cool too is that you could actually have the live, like what would realistically be like actual flight plans, like
Yep.
actual other flights in real life going on in the game while you're doing it to give it like more of that realism.
So that's what I'm expecting. I mean, this is what's being delivered to the console. I can't wait. My boy Big V.
Big V.
Oh, man, I can't. But I gotta talk about this.
Just
My
real
boy
quick,
Big
yeah.
V.
Oh,
Before I get into that, Heartbeat's talking about he's happy they added or Emmanuel in the chat, but he's happy they added Just Cause 4 to the lineup. That's an awesome thing. They actually have that partnership going on with them right now. Avalanche Studios, and everybody's going, man, just announce you bought them already. It's just whatever. But who knows what's going to happen there? But Special Partnership is not the first game they've done with them. First time they partnered up, not the first time they've done this before. I'm happy they're back together and they're going to come up with some special. Reborn in the chat. I'm getting everybody today, man. Reborn's here. All right, Reborn. All right. But real quick, Big V. Shout out to Big V. This guy right here, Society Network. If you have not checked out his videos, go over to his YouTube content. I did a sit down with him this week. He'll let you know when he's going to upload that. I cannot wait to watch that. We literally we spoke, man, and he leans PlayStation side. I lean Xbox. We all know that, but we came together and had an adult conversation about adults. what we do as adults. It wasn't just about gaming, our conversation. If you want to get to know me a little bit more outside this podcast world, you want to check this one out because I went a little bit into my life in this one. And it went on for quite some time. It's a long podcast, but I guarantee you guys it's worth it. You guys are gonna watch this and you're gonna be like, whoa. Like there's things I say on that, and I thank Big V for his hospitality and allow me to go in there and just be myself, just be me. Not many podcasts do that. Like not many. I've been in others, and it's like not that they're bad or nothing, but it's just I've been in other ones where I'm talking gaming with him. He made me feel so comfortable that I started talking about different. I'm like, whoa, we're not even talking about
Before
gaming no more.
before I realized it, we were over 2 hours recording
Yes,
when I actually did the podcast with them, and it just felt like such a natural conversation.
heck yeah.
And that was back when we were talking about the whole differences with the PlayStation, Xbox, and then just talking about gaming in
Listen,
general.
no, we started talking
He's
about
really
we
cool to
started
just
talking
have
about gaming.
conversations with.
We
Yeah,
started talking about gaming. It was the PlayStation side of things and the Xbox side of things, and then we went to life. And I
yeah.
enjoyed it, man. So look out for that. Follow him on Twitter if you have to, but he will drop that video as soon as he does. I'll retweet it so you guys can see that. I just cannot wait for that. But yeah, going back into yeah, so that's the one game I'm looking forward to, the flight sim, as you
Yeah.
can see with all the stuff going on there. But those are your July games on Game Pass, and the next thing I want to get into, and I'm sorry I'm sounding rushy. I'm not. I'm just excited with today's episode. It's just one of those things that's like, wow, it's a lot
No,
to
there's
talk
good
about. I want to
topics
talk
that we're
about it.
gonna hit. Yeah.
Anybody here in the chat watch the interview with Phil on Unlocked?
I did.
That was a great interview. I mean, I sat down and watched it. I got a bucket of popcorn. I got me some soda. I was like, yo, this is a good interview. And what I loved about that interview is that I'm not a big Ryan McCaffrey fan, not a big fan of his, but I love when he doesn't keep it soft. He doesn't throw softball questions at even though he's about the Xbox thing. He's not that Xbox kind of guy that circle jerks. He
Yeah.
will throw the hardball questions at people, no matter who
Yeah.
it is, and I like that. That part of him, kudos. I like
Did you
that.
hear? Did you hear what Spencer said during the interview when he literally was like, "I'm not media trained." He was like, "I don't like." He goes, "I don't like doing this. This is not what I do." He was like, he likes being in the background. He's only in the front
Yes.
now because he runs Xbox. It's because he has to be.
Well,
He's the
he was a tester, a developer. I mean, not developer. He was in the front lines when it came to the gaming side of things,
yes,
the programming, the developing it, the testing it. That was what he was doing for a while.
yeah,
He doesn't want to do them. He loves that still. He
yeah.
loves his role. He's not the kind of guy that wants to be in front of a camera. You can see
No,
how, if you guys notice, every time he gets in front of a camera, he's uncomfortable.
he doesn't look for the admiration and he doesn't look for anything like that. He just wants to make sure that from my understanding, I don't want to pretend like I'm going to speak for Phil Spencer here, but every time I see him and see interviews that he does or podcasts that he'll go on, he doesn't seem like the person that craves attention or anything like that. He's only doing it because it's his role to inform consumers and people and fans of Xbox what's going on and to the best of his ability and just make sure that people are well informed about what's
Absolutely,
Microsoft doing, what's their plans, and just to try to articulate that the best way that he can. That's always the vibe
absolutely.
that I'm getting from him. It's never like, look at me, look at me, look at me. He doesn't care about his followers. He doesn't care about his followers on Twitter. He says once he's done as the CEO, he realizes that not now. It's not like he's going to retire, but
But
he
he
knows
mentioned that.
that
But he
once
mentioned
once
that.
he's done right, once he's done as a CEO, or not CEO, but like as the head of Xbox, basically, he knows that a lot of the people that normally would follow him because of the information that comes out due to Xbox will probably be gone.
Look,
That he
listen.
loses a lot of that following because of that. But I think people will respect what he's done in his tenure, just to see what happened, over the
And
course of these last few years.
100 said it in the chat really good. He's a humble man, and what I appreciate, if those who've been in leadership positions understand that this man has nothing but trust for his team, and I mean across the board.
Yeah,
He has trust. He knows that he can go in there, say a directive, and the team are on the same page. And if they are not, they'll have that conversation back. You just can see that.
yeah,
You can feel that, and when he goes on these podcast interviews, he's uncomfortable, or like he tells you he's not media trained. That's not his thing. His thing is staying in the gaming side of things and working on that to make sure things work. He spoke about Halo, and I love, love, love the uptalk on Halo. It's
yeah,
not, because a lot of people's like, oh, why didn't they drop a date? What's going on here? They keep saying holiday. When in holiday? And they pushed him on that. They asked, I think Destin was the one asking the question about, can you give us a date or at least a month, something to work off of? And Phil was just simply saying, man, look, it's coming out this year. Trust me, it's coming out this year. We just got to make sure we're hitting the right date, because it's all marketing as well. The last time they did this and they blew it up, it got delayed. You know, they had Mountain Dew on the same page. They had a
Yeah.
bunch of promotions that still to this day
You
you could pick
you're
it up.
still seeing the monster, the one where
Yeah.
get XP codes and it's the Master Chief
I
on
think
there and stuff like that.
Matt said
But
this, where he said he had a bunch of codes he can use for this game, and it's like
the game's not
the
even out yet.
marketing still came out. Now they
Yeah.
got that marketing all over again.
Again.
You think those people are gonna go? You know what? We take a gimme on that. You know, we'll do it all over again. No, they want
Yeah.
more money. So those things got to be right. It's coming out holiday this year, but I love like the talk about Halo, man. And when they said, "Oh, is this the one that's gonna end all be all when it comes to the Halo franchise or the Xbox itself?" And he said it straight up. He said, "No, man. Halo's here for 10 years plus. It's
Which
not
kind
going
of
nowhere."
which could possibly deviate and take us right into our next topic real quick if you want to
I'm
talk about that.
I'm working this, baby. I'm working it. I'm working it.
No, it's right. Good segue. I mean, I'm with you 100% because literally, and not to really cut it short on Phil, but basically, it was a good conversation. It was the 500th episode of IGN Unlocked too. So it kudos to them for basically
Oh,
doing that. For the 500 episodes and stuff. Like you said, you're not too much of a big fan of Ryan McCaffrey. It just from the other side, we understand how biased IGN can be as a news
oh, we've seen it.
organization when it
We've
comes to
seen it.
gaming. We've seen it firsthand recently. But to know that they do have people that are about the Xbox, just like they have people that cover Nintendo and stuff like that, and that they're still going strong with putting information out there from the Microsoft side and stuff. It's good to see.
What's the price on the Elite Heartbeat?
It's $180.
Still?
So if you want, yeah, still. Which I don't. But here's the thing. I know that sounds surprising. I don't think that's a bad price for the controller. When technically, and here's why I say that.
Then my
original
reaction
control
was completely off.
No, I know that, but here's why I say that real quick, and I know we're kind of jumping off topic, but real quick to answer that, the Scuff controllers are about a Scuff Infinity controller is about $150, $160, I think, if you get it like with a custom design or something like that, and then you could save your 10% if you use one of the COD Pros or somebody whoever's got a code or something. What's the alternative after that? There's another mod controller that somebody does, It's pricey, but what was the original price point that we paid for the Elite One?
Elite One was $250.
Yeah, so
200 or $250. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's not pricey comparison to what the first iteration of the controller was. The first iteration,
and it's a huge
it's an improvement. The first iteration was about $70 more. So I think it was $250 when it first came out.
I think it was
the first iteration.
Yeah. 200. There you go. Heartbeat.
I mean,
200.
but 200. But it was technically still more money. You know what I mean? So, but there's no other alternative besides Scuff. And Scuff, you're saving $30, and you're not getting 4 paddles. Scuff, you're only getting 2 paddles.
The Elite 2 probably came out at 200. I'm assuming it came out at 200 as well, and then dropped down to the 180. It's at $20 off. It's been on the market for a while.
It's just but it's been 180 since I've been looking into it for the last couple of weeks.
But then you add, I think, what's his name? Legal showed us that where the package, what do you call that?
The package is dope. You could charge the controller from
thing.
The actual case.
Yeah, it's the case.
It has everything. It has the metal, the paddles on the back. It has all the change outs for the thumbsticks. You can literally
keep it in the case, plug it in
and charge it. So I think that was a really cool addition as well. It's for a controller like that. Yeah, would we like to see it around the 150? Does seem like a good price point, but I think they have to. They're showing it as like a premium version of the Scuff controller because that's their direct competition. Because everybody, when somebody thinks about a controller with paddles, they don't think Elite. They think Scuff, and they think whether it be it's automatically Scuff because it just has that brand apparel. So what separates the Xbox Elite controller from that basically. That's the only thing. But
it's the thing I always preach. I preach this with video games, consoles. It's the thing where what's your value? I can't put a dollar amount on what you think and what you consider value. So for Heartbeat 150, hey, that's great. I would love for it to be 150. At 180,
I think it goes to 150 in the holidays.
It will.
There's a good chance if you hold out until November, like around that time, you're going to get it for that. Or sometimes
I'm sure.
You see how the Microsoft Store does flash sales or reward points. And we start Microsoft Rewards. I don't know if Heartbeat knows. Windows. I know his stepson is on the Xbox playing games, earning achievements. Redeem those points for gift cards, and there you go. And start using some reward points to put towards.
another one, start tuning in more often to our channel, and you're gonna
Because
start
we
seeing
do
the
giveaway.
raffle.
You're
We
gonna
do
start seeing
giveaways.
raffles and
There
giveaways.
you go, giveaways. That's $50 right there you could have got. So that's giveaway.
I'm just waiting for the text message.
Yeah. You know
Give a
it,
shit. All right.
asshole.
So about Halo.
About
I
Halo,
hope that answers that question. What about
about
Halo?
Halo. No, the 10-year plan. Like I love that Phil.
Um,
Again, humble guy. He hit every note the way he needed to hit it. Humble guy, but we spoke about he questioned about Halo. Is this the end all be all? Is this it? No more. Green Pass. Oh my God, they're up in here. New people. I love seeing new people in our. Oh man, I love it. Thank you for joining, man. You guys are epic over there, man. Another great channel. Another great channel. To listen to Green Pass Gaming. If you guys are listening, do that. Vodka. Oh my God, I'm getting
But
everybody in here.
you see what he said there too, real quick. So he
What's
had
that?
the 2-year insurance. This is what I preached on Big V's podcast and here. He bought his controller from Best Buy. He had the 2-year warranty on it. He returned it back, basically said it didn't work or whatever like that, and then got his full amount of money that he paid for the
That
controller,
part. That
and
part.
then put it towards the new one because they just gave him a gift card.
That part. See, I
So
mean, shout out to those guys over there at Best Buy
just
with the
looking out
Geek
because there's
Squad.
always with the Geek Squad protection, man.
And we've all
That's
done
just.
that. We've all done that. Um,
But Halo 10 years, real
yeah,
quick.
we keep going into the controller.
Halo 10 years.
Damn you, heartbeat. Damn you. Halo, real quick. No, not real quick.
Not real quick, but
He spoke about the 10-year thing, and I love that they asked that question because they asked it as end all be all. This is it,
Well,
right? If it fails,
you
it
saw the
fails.
article that came out too,
Yes.
as referring to the 10 years and stuff like that. Like, I'm okay with them using
Well,
this
that's why it was
game,
asked. It was asked
right?
because of that.
Because of that article, because they're
Yeah.
basically saying this game will be the platform that future. And not to say they didn't want to use the term live service because of
Nope.
a dirty word that is, but more or less, that's basically how you're going to be getting your content going forward, whether it be multiplayer or single player, because they're going to continue to tell the story, whether it be of Chief or whatever the story is going to continue for Halo through expansions, and it's all going to come as a live service deal that more than likely you might not have to pay for. These might, we don't know yet, but these might be free expansions. These might be already included if you have Game Pass. You're not paying for the game anyway if you have Game Pass. So there's a good assumption, and I'll come out right now and say it. Any story missions coming out post-launch, campaign missions, or even multiplayer maps or anything like that, anyone as a Game Pass owner will not have to pay for them.
Little foreshadowing on a topic.
I mean,
later on.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, that's
But
fine. I mean, transition, but
yeah, but Halo, that was that question was asked in a way where it was directly from that article that got written. This
Yeah.
is it. Halo, if it fails, no more consoles. This is
Right.
Xbox goes away. He literally said they're creating a console as we speak. The
Yeah.
next console is already being thought of. It's already been it's already in the design lab studios. The ideas are being pitched. What's going to happen next?
Yep.
And you best believe cloud is all implemented in that bad boy. That's going to be
Yeah.
xCloud. But the thing is that Phil said it, man. This is a game that's built for 10 years and beyond.
Yeah.
It's not the last Master Chief we're going to see. It's not the last Halo we're going to see. It is
don't
the
think so.
mascot. For God's sake, it's the mascot of Microsoft, of Xbox. It's the mascot. It's not going to go nowhere. You know. So when you think Halo, he obviously wants to be synonymous with Xbox, and
Yeah.
it has been synonymous. Like you cannot keep continuing forward and not speak of Master Chief ever again.
He talked about missing the mark with the game not launching
Yes.
at the launch of the Series S and the Series X. Like he spoke about that, and he said that he missed it, but the team has been hard at work making sure that the game that they're putting out this holiday 2021 will be the definitive edition of Halo the way it was supposed to be played by
That's
us,
leadership,
by
man.
the fans.
That is leadership right there.
He took it, yeah.
Because how many articles and how many people just went out there the moment they announced it's being delayed.
Yeah.
How many articles came out saying, "Oh my God, he's probably going to go in there and fire a bunch of people. Oh, he's gonna roll heads are
They
gonna roll."
hired the original person from Bungie,
Mhm.
Joseph Staten, who worked on that and Destiny 1, who basically he wrote a book. He's written books about Halo. He's the original story guy. He's now the head of creative at 343 for Halo.
Yeah.
Like they're making sure that they're not fucking around with this. This is their bread and butter, and they're going to make sure that this is the game that propels them further. This is going to be their Mona Lisa. They see
Correct.
it as that. They want it to be as that. So they're putting all the resources they have behind that. It's not just throwing money at a problem. It's making sure that they were designing this game to be the best version of itself. And they heard the feedback from everybody that
Hmm.
was talking shit back from E3 of last year. They said, "Cool, back to the not back to the drawing board, but let's just make sure then we know what we're doing," because they were in a good state to launch it last year. But they said, "You know what? They had all this time now to retool to make sure that things work. The multiplayer looks sick. We're going to be able to play that. I mean, hopefully, as insiders, we get approved to like
Yes,
play
I was
that,
gonna say if you guys are
dude.
not part of the
You
insider program,
you
get
need
part
to
of that shit
register.
now
Yeah,
because
because they're about to send those invites out. They're
that
going to
beta
send those
will be
invites out
dropping.
real soon, dude. So I'm
So,
excited for it, man.
see, Fugly said, "Hey, Green Pass. The time is nigh, gents. First game off E drops this month. Oh, okay. E3. There we go. Thank you. Because I'm reading. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, my head hurts. I don't know what Fugly was trying to say. But another one of our moderators, Fugly, welcome here. Let me say this real quick. Silent Hill said this. Halo is the reason Xbox became big. I mean, why would they go away from something that made them?
yeah,
Makes no sense. If anything, they're gonna grow that. And then the other comment I want to touch on the second part here is exactly what Raka said. Why would this be the end when this is the beginning of something like this? The Aatrox is left reach. Keepers of Freedom just hit the arc. This is where we're going at, man.
yeah.
If you guys have not played Halo Wars, man, play them Halo Wars. You're about to find out what we're about to what the
Or
campaign's
watch a
about.
video.
Or
Listen,
watch a video.
not everybody's all caught up on the Destiny lore, but they'll go and fucking load up My Name is Bife. There's people that actually cover Halo lore because people are very passionate about it.
Hmm.
So there's definitely articles, there's definitely videos that have been made about the lore of Halo if you're
Fuck
trying
yeah.
to get caught up. But also too, you have access to all of those games for the small price of $9.99
Or 15.
or
Or
$14.99
15. We're not
or
sponsored, by the
free
way.
or but not
Not an
sponsored
ad.
yet.
Not an
Not
ad.
sponsored,
It's
not an
just
ad.
great. It's just great stuff. Great
Yeah.
content. For
Yeah.
good price.
But every
That's all.
Halo, but literally every Halo game that has come out, including the Wars games, you have access to at this point
All
now.
that.
So go
All
play.
that.
So go play them.
All there. You have the Halo Master Chief Collection, which was all there. The Halo 5 Guardians is there. You have your Wars there. I mean,
Yep.
it's all there, man. Um, and if Vodka read the book, so that's another way. Another way you can get into the lore is reading the
And they're
book. By
looking
the
to pull the
way,
books. They're looking to pull canon
yes,
from. They're looking to pull those
yes,
stories. Joseph, like I said, Joseph Dan, leader creative. He's written books to help with the story. When you never saw Chief's team, you didn't know that Chief had a team unless you read those
unless you read
books.
those books. Hmm.
You when you learned about the shielded planet when with Halo 4 like I read Onyx was one of the first shielded worlds that was discovered. I read about that in a fucking book. I
Yeah.
didn't play a game to like, you know what I mean, and that was back when I was like a teenager at that point too, because they were pushing out books about Halo and they were really good reads. So there's a lot of stuff that they could draw from
Let
still.
me tell you, I love this. I love our our community and the people that's joining on our. They have so much knowledge. Vodka with that beautiful. Silent Hill talking about the. You guys just. I'm glad that I'm around amongst those who
Installation Zero
actually.
Show best Halo channel, yeah.
Yeah,
There you go. So that's
I'm glad I'm
yeah.
amongst those peers that actually know about. They don't just game; they love the lore. I love you guys for that,
Yeah.
man. Awesome. Heartbeat. I guess yeah. Okay, he
I,
wrote. Oh, Heartbeat. It's on Game Pass, and we're talking about that. Play that. I don't know what's taking you so long, man. Play that game.
no, he's too busy.
Yeah, well,
He's got a life.
okay, don't text me. I don't want that heat. So all right. Um, no, but yeah, that's Halo. What do you guys think? It's 10 years and more. This is going to be He's always been the mascot. It's going to continue being the mascot, and there's
Yeah.
so much still left to. The ones that are saying, the ones that are asking those kind of questions, like, "Oh, this is it, the end all be all," don't understand there's a lore behind this. They don't understand there's too much to tell just to cut it off at this point.
Yeah.
And I think Phil, even the confidence there was, it doesn't matter if this is successful or not. It's still going to be made. This game will still will be made. Like it's going to
Yeah.
happen. That's it. Deal with it. It's going to happen. Go fuck yourself. Pretty much is what he said. You know, um, so that's the Halo 10-year plan. He said life. Heartbeat said life is in his way. Yeah, I agree. Like life does
Listen.
tend to get in the way, man. It's a shit show sometimes, but yeah, we deal with it. But when you get to play, let us know how you feel about that game. That game is good. The Halo Wars are good. I know you liked it. So that's let's put a pin on that with the Halo. Unless you guys have more to talk about. You got anything else about Halo?
No, I think as we get closer to it coming out, if we get hands on to the beta, for multiplayer, the more we see of it, I think the more we can talk about it. But it's coming. It's coming this holiday. I don't care that we don't have a date yet. It's coming this holiday. We'll get the date soon.
You know what's
And
crazy with the Halo? Like we're about to get Halo this holiday, and we're about to
mhm.
get Battlefield.
Yeah, no, this holiday is going to be fucking insane, dude.
We're
This,
about
this
to
is
get
how we're
Halo
gonna get
and
two
Battlefield.
insane multiplayer and a really great single player experience. Because, like I said, I'm gonna see that's one of those things where like Halo, when I boot up that game, I'm not going right into the multiplayer first. I'm playing the single player first before.
That's straight single player.
That's
That's
straight
single
single
player game.
player first,
Mhm.
and then I will go on and play the multiplayer.
And I love
You
that
know,
the single player world now is like not it's not linear.
it's like right. It's a little bit
You have
more open.
pathways. Yeah,
Telling you,
you have
it's gonna be
pathways.
nuts.
So, I mean, that's two great games, two great titles, both coming from two great studios, Dice and 343.
Yep.
That's going to be amazing. And they brought the original guy from Bungie to work on Halo, so that's a great thing.
Did you want to
Um,
segue over real quick to our 2042?
Battlefield 2042. See how I'm doing that? Like I'm just
And I'm just see how
woo.
I'm not even looking at a phone. I'm just remembering the topics. I'm that fucking good. Just understand the co-host that you actually have, where the man doesn't even have to look at his
All right.
phone. He knows what's going
Okay.
on.
We could stop. You could stop right there.
But
Just stop.
you don't like.
Just
Well, if you were
no.
here, you would pat me on my back. So
I
I'm gonna pat myself.
just stop. Just
Okay.
no. Yeah,
All right.
but I'll pat myself on the back. No.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, so Battlefield 2042 segue. So, did you hear
Did
that
I hear the
now?
good news?
Yes, that they're now the official, like Xbox is the official console, the partners of Battlefield
Boy, we
2042.
didn't see. Boy, we didn't see that coming, huh?
I mean, did we not see that coming? Like they've been working.
That was out of left field, huh?
Oh wow! When I saw, I was like, "What? That's crazy! What does that mean? What does official console mean now? What does that means?" The marketing, which has already been happening, the marketing, the promotions such as maybe skins, maybe camos. You know how every now and again there's like the special skin that comes out for the console because the console has a partnership price to it. That may come out, but
Yep.
we're talking about like exclusive peeks into looks into things like the betas, which
Yeah.
is beyond EA Pass, but since we have it on Game Pass Ultimate, we're probably going to have access to that earlier. Um, Battlefield 2042. If you guys have been listening and watching us for the last couple of weeks, that's all. I we can't be I mean, we're excited. Like this. I mean, we have some other people in chat that hit us up on Twitter, and we always talk about is tags all day, tags. And I hope you guys are ready because I opened up a whole community, man. If you guys want to join that, but that we're gonna do tags, man. We're gonna go grab. We probably even do like a tournament on that. We'll put something together that. But Battlefield 2042, we already talking about it. How now? I mean, it's already been on a grand stage and how they showed it off and what's about to come with that game. But now they're showing it off as saying Xbox partnership, which is amazing. It's an amazing thing. Those two has been working hand in hand anyways. It's the next best thing we can get closest to it being on Game Pass. Meaning like dropping on Game Pass. But let's be real here. A couple of months later, if you don't pick it up on day one, a couple of months later, it'll be on the EA Pass, right?
Yeah.
It'll be on that.
That's what
That's
I'm
traditionally
literally.
is what they
I'm
do.
waiting for. I'm waiting for Mass Effect right now, like to actually go to Game Pass.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the opportunity to get the
Oh,
Legendary
yeah.
Edition, but
That'll come. That'll
it'll
come.
come.
I think the
So
most they wait is like I think the most I've seen the game wait to be on pass like 6 months. The most 6 months. You know. Um, and we're both one of those. We're both those people who we don't have FOMO. We don't care. We could wait.
yeah,
In the past, when I was younger and a younger gamer, I was that guy that I had to have it all, like freaking Pokemon. Gotta catch it all. Like gotta have to have it all. As I got older, I realized shit. I gotta eat first, and then I can get games. And then that whole building up of the FOMO kept going away and away. And I'm like, I don't really need. Do I really need that right now? I don't. So I can wait, knowing that I have these options of it may come to Game Pass, it may be in the EA Pass. Like those options are going to be there, so I can wait. Oh, we put in a video. Oh shit,
just
we
real
just
quick
oh yeah, we do those too. We put videos up so you guys can be entertained while we speak. So it's not just our voice. Have something on the screen.
for those
Um,
watching on YouTube
for those
or
watching
Twitch.
on YouTube. Yep. So on the Battle 2042, you guys already know we're excited about it. This is just another feather in the cap or another thing to get excited about. Fucking grappling hooks. Look at that. I just can't believe they put grappling
That's
hooks.
Heartbeat getting his tag taken, by the way.
Oh, that's right there. That's
Yeah,
well for
that
me.
was
That's
Heart.
Nick. When Nick listens to this
Oh, that's
podcast
yeah,
later,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Nick getting
That's Nick.
yeah, he's getting his tag taken right
Yeah,
there.
shout out to Nick. He's on the grill. He's on the grill right now. He told us on Twitter that he
He's on
wasn't
the
going to be
ones
able to
and
be.
twos.
Yeah, he's on the ones and twos. Hamburgers, hot dog duty. Said the kids around him were acting like hyenas. So,
He's doing
but
all
when
that
he
right there.
but
Listen,
when he
guys,
hears this,
I alluded to this, but I did. Some of you guys already joined it. That's in his chat, but I did a clubs thing. Logic hasn't joined me. I don't know why. I keep inviting him, and he just fucking doesn't want to join. I don't know
because
what
I
the fuck's
ignore
going on,
you.
man.
Like we actually like I do this here,
Oh,
because it's like something to do to pass the time.
that
But
sucks. Okay, I'll still spam you. But I did open up on the Xbox side of things. If you guys have an Xbox, it doesn't matter if you're on a One, a One X, a Series X, S. It doesn't matter if you have an Xbox. I did open up a club, and it's Sensei's Club. Yeah, I know original, but I opened it up with the intent of screenshot sharing, video sharing, talking about video games. I call it the poor man's version of Discord. I just did topics. I have different topics there. If you guys have an idea for what topics we can put up on there, we can do that as well. But I got things like Game Pass topics. So when Game Pass stuff starts coming out, we can have a whole subreddit for that subreddit, a subtopic for that, things like that. But if you guys haven't joined, just hit me up on Twitter, and I'll be tweeting that out anyways. Hit me up on Twitter, your gamer tag. I'll go ahead and invite you to it. Everybody's invited. It's open to everybody. Just shoot me your gamer tag on DM, and I'll go ahead and send you that invite so you can join it too. But so far, people's been sharing some great photos. Vodka shared. I think it
See
was
that?
Vodka.
See that real quick?
Damn, he didn't join the
That's
club, and he and say he was a great.
See, you know what we
Yeah,
call
you
that?
see what I'm saying?
No, see, no,
Reborn.
no, 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 no. You know what we call that? That's gaslighting right there.
Yeah.
That's gaslighting
We're
right
used to
there.
that though, right? We're used to
That's fine.
that, right?
Yeah.
We're used to that, yeah. Um, my man Reborn, looking out. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I got you later, Reborn. But I think Vodka was the one that he shared I think it was Forza he was playing, and literally a video clip of like he's going to 360 on the car, and he's got like advertisement all around it for like for 100's channel and this, and I'm like, yo, this is pretty fucking cool. I was like enjoying, like, so those are the type of stuff content that I love enjoying and looking at and sharing, because as you guys know, if you guys have been watching us, we are very passionate and we love discussing games. That's I made it a life thing, now that I have no work. Yeah, I have no work, man. That's crazy. But anyways, I digress. So yeah, I did open up that clubs thing. It's there for you guys to go in there and do that. I did mention earlier in the top of the hour, I did mention that I'm back on Call of Duty. Listen, let me tell you guys a little story real quick on Call of Duty. And I promise you, this is gonna make sense. It's 'cause it leads into our next story because I'm doing that. See, I'm some genius, so I'm no, so Pat. No.
No, it's
All right,
good.
cool.
No, it's good.
All right. So Call of Duty. I have a little story there. I told you guys I haven't played it for months. I literally deleted it. I reinstalled it, and when I reinstalled it, it asked me to go ahead and link my accounts, my Activision account, which it normally does. I forgot it did that because now they're doing the cross progression thing, the cross, whatever you had on one side, you can bring over to the other as far as consoles goes.
Right.
Um, I mistakenly put the wrong email in. I put the email in for the PlayStation side of things. When
I
I
remember
when I
when
did,
I was in the party with you. I remember when you told me that.
yes, it was the one game that I played that was not on Xbox on the Call of Duty brand. That was on PlayStation on the 4. It was the
Hmm.
Infinite Warfare. I played that with Reckless,
Yep.
and it was a whole different account on that. Whatever, it was just for shits and giggles played over there. That's the one I linked to the Xbox side.
Okay.
Now, before I get to what happened next, I have purchased on the Modern Warfare game and on the Cold War side of things much store things. I went in like if I was a professional streamer.
Right.
If I was to take a screenshot of what Cold War's store looked like or Modern Warfare, it'd be empty because there's nothing.
You
Activision
bought
will
you.
send a fucking email saying, "Bro, stop, slow the fuck down.
We don't want any more of your
We
money.
don't
You
want any more
already.
of your money. Stop this shit. You're buying. We can't come out with content fast enough. Stop." So to paint that picture, that's me. I threw money at these people because I enjoyed it. Fuck it. It's my
I was gonna
value.
say. So you're the reason why they won't change their ways. No, I'm kidding.
Go fuck yourself. So now that I set that up, I linked the wrong email.
Hmm.
Shit links up. It tells me, "Hey, congratulations, your first time here, experiencing Call of Duty. Let's run you through your shit." Like if I was a new person to this damn franchise, I'm going, "What the fuck is going on here?" I said, "Oh no, 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 no. I forgot. I put the wrong email. Let me put the other email." I go back to put the other email, and this fucking thing tells me because you did a switch, you got to wait 12 months to get back to switch it again. I got to wait 12 months. A lot happens in 12 months. A lot. The fucking Earth turns around 365 times, right? Days, whatever we will call it. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Well,
But
we rotate around the sun every
yeah, you got it. You got
365,
it.
but every
Hey,
24 hours we rotate.
listen. I was born premature and I didn't finish school, so there goes my thing. So
I got you. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate you.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
So A lot can happen in 12 months, man.
Yeah.
But guess what? I don't have in 12 fucking months. My content, the shit that I bought, all of that Modern Warfare.
Have you tried reaching out
Listen, I did the most. What's that? What a diplomatic email that you could possibly think of
to their support?
to their support,
Right.
and I haven't got an answer yet.
When did you email them?
This happened this week on Tuesday. I emailed them exactly on Wednesday night.
Oh, so you should hear from them by the next time the new Call of Duty comes
I'm
out.
hoping. Oh, but
Yeah.
oh yeah, definitely before the
Definitely.
next Call of Duty come out,
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah,
let me
yeah.
know. Hey, guess what? Beta's around. Like that's probably gonna be something. But man, I don't got nothing of that, man. All that shit is gone. Look at Green Pass. See, Green Pass gets me. See, you need to you need to co-host me, man. This guy don't get it. I'm all hurting over here. He laughing. He laughing. He
Who?
laughed at the party too. You.
I'm not laughing.
Mm, mm.
I'm experiencing the story with you
Okay.
because
Okay.
I understand your hurt and frustration, but I mean, you could have paid attention a little bit more. No, like it wasn't something
See,
that you could have avoided it.
I know.
It was it was an avoidable situation. So it's
I get it. I get it.
maybe
Yeah.
if you just gotta laugh at it a little bit too.
It's okay. I get it. I fucked up. I get it.
It,
You're my reality. The dose of that. I get it. You give me a big one of that. I get it. Take two of these and call me never. I get it.
Listen,
I get it.
it's not like you're really playing the game. Like you played a few games like recently, so it's like you know what I mean. Like if you were still playing the game like hardcore religiously, yeah, I think you'd have a reason to be pissed for
But
sure.
it's the principle of things, man.
Oh,
It's
absolutely, 100%. No, they're fucked up.
money I
Yeah,
spent,
yes,
and who does
yes.
that? You link an account. I can't go back to my own account. Like
But
who the
these are
fuck
also,
does that?
but look what you're expecting. You're expecting the people who don't really care about you as a player to
Yeah,
come out of their way. Yeah, I know it's okay, but it's getting out of focus because I guess I'm getting further and further away
no,
from.
because you're getting into that. You're really diving into
I'm
that
diving
point.
it. Oh, look,
Yeah,
see, it's
yeah.
doing it again. So
So
yeah, but
it's
once
giving you
again,
the memory, guys. That's the effect that we're working on.
yeah,
So when we
yeah.
go into our memory thoughts, you're gonna
That's
see the
exactly what
memory
it
pop.
is. It's
Yeah,
just gonna
yeah,
blur. Right. It's just gonna snap into.
yeah.
It's gonna snap into Bobby at Activision fucking headquarters basically, and
Bobby Cole
email
Dick.
some more. Yeah. No. I see, and that's why you don't have your fucking account because of shit like that. Because if you don't think they know who the fuck you are, you got another thought coming.
Well, fuck. I'm an investor at this point. I should be at the damn table with all
No,
the money I gave those
you're better off
fuckers.
just buying fucking stocks at this point, dude.
Dude, it's so. Listen, man. I don't want to beat this to his dead, but at the end of the day, man, I don't got my content. I gotta wait 12 months. Am I gonna play another Call of Duty in 12 months? Maybe. But I'm playing with a reset account now, and I've been playing better now than I did with my first account. Maybe it's because of experience. I took off, the
That or
21.
probably the skill based matchmaking too. You don't have the same fucking elo like now
That's
that's
true.
associated.
That's
You don't
true.
have the same time or whatever like that. So now it's
That's
like a
true.
fresh account. So you're experiencing things a little bit different versus like your other account where you have probably 30, 40,000 kills or
That's
whatever
true.
it is. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
So I mean, that's where I'm at with Call of Duty right now. I still say fuck Call of Duty, even though it's I don't know what the fuck's up with that
I'm
game,
with
and
you.
it just keeps getting me. It just keeps getting me back. But the point of that story was I want to tell you guys is that to me buying the content off those stores, that's what brought me value. A lot of people look at me going, "You are stupid. You're stupid fuck for even putting money into that game, right?" But for me, it's value. I put money
Well,
into that
because you were playing, but you were playing it. It's the same thing. My dad also, he's big on the COD points and spending money inside of COD.
thing, right?
But he plays that game religiously. He's still playing that game to this day right now. Like
So
like he has the value in it. But it was the same thing like with Counter Strike when we played Counter Strike all the time. He was getting skins and doing all of that stuff. Like if you're putting the time into it, it's like if the game is good enough and you're soaking your time into it, you see the value in that, so you don't mind spending XYZ amount on a skin or something like on a gun that you want to use.
yep.
It's just what it is, and like and nobody should feel guilted, about or doing that about buying a
What's that
skin
you
that
say?
might be, huh?
What's that you say? Nobody should feel guilty
Yeah,
for
no,
actually purchasing something they value.
right.
Okay, all right. Green
Just
Pass Gaming,
just throwing that out there.
Green Pass Gaming. SM, you're right. SBMM will reset. So absolutely right. Once you start from, literally, we purposely would have a person come into our party and let them host that's like low rank, so that we can
Yeah.
go into those rooms. So if you guys didn't know that, that's a little trick you do too, and you will notice right away that you're not in one of those sweat rooms, or we call them sweaty rooms. You notice when you're playing with somebody low rank that you're gonna go into these good rooms. You're gonna feel good about yourself. I don't see them ever going back to those kind of rooms. The SBMM shit is here to stay, and it's gotten even worse. And that's part of the reasons why Call of Duty, I've been playing it less and less from the time it has launched. So when it launches October, November, I've used to be playing the game all the way until the next Call of Duty come out. But in the last few titles, it's been where I'm going shorter and shorter on that. Like I went from 3 titles ago. It was from when it launched in October. I went all the way to I think April, and now I'm all the way down to February or January. Like this last title, Black Ops, like Cold War. I literally stopped playing it and uninstalled it in January. So I'm playing less and less more of it. So I'm assuming, if you all believe in trends and everything, that eventually I'm not even gonna play this game no more, because what's the point? Especially with Battlefield coming out, man. That's Battlefield's gonna be my thing. So that's gonna take me
Yeah.
anyways. And then if they're talking about bringing back the World War II era again to Call of Duty, I'm out. I
Might
ain't
have
doing
to
it.
might have to skip this one.
I'm not doing that. Sensei, go through PSN. That's something I might have done. I'm gonna have to dust off my PS4 Pro and see if I go that
Just to
route.
kind of see, yeah.
See, yeah. Might have to go that route. But segueing into the other topic, because I love when I pay for these things, it's my content, it's my value, it's how I build this, what makes sense to me. Maybe others don't understand that, but it makes sense to me. That takes me to my next topic, the biggest topic of the week that everybody's talking about. I mean, this it has to be spoken about. The Elgato. Yes, I'm get. No, that's not it. Was that the top? No, that's not it. Never mind.
No.
Let's talk about it. Logic. I'm gonna start with you.
Yep.
How do you feel about Ghost of Tsushima being $70 on a PS5? If you've never owned this title and you haven't,
I think
yeah,
so with that preference from you preferencing that, because I've never owned the game, I don't know any better. I don't know. That's a $60. It was a $60 game on the PS4. You're now telling me that you're getting upgraded visuals. You're getting added DLC. You're getting that multiplayer mode, which was free anyway. There was a free update, I think, to the original Ghost of Tsushima people. So you're getting this content, and then you're getting it on the next generation system. And I've never played it. $70, it's justified.
Now let
That's
me
me.
ask you: the game's
Yeah.
a year. The game's 1 year old. It's been out for 1 year. Does that
Right.
make? Does that do anything? Does that make it your decision any different? It's 1 year old now. Why would you pay $70 for a 1 year old game?
Because it's technically like a completed version. It's would be because they're calling it the director's cut. So you're to assume that it's the completed version of the game itself. So and nowhere. I mean, I don't listen. That's the whole thing about the $70 games in general. It's whatever its value is going to be. If I wanted to play that game, I'd have no choice but to pay $70 for it. So how can I complain? What's how I fix that problem? I wait until the price isn't $70, and I don't play it
FOMO,
right when it comes out. Right,
FOMO,
because it's a fear. I just don't pay the 70. I wait until it's on sale for 50 because I don't see it going lower than
and
50.
it will, because the
You
original
know,
one did.
but it's going to be a while. I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be right away. It might not be until the holiday. You know what I mean? So that's just me personally. But for other people that have owned the game, especially on previous generation, this goes back to topics that we've talked about previously before, the way that they handle their smart delivery, the way that certain people, if they own the game through, I think it was digitally, and they were getting locked out of it because they didn't have a certain version of it, it wasn't letting them download or update it, and then the different price, it's very confusing. It's almost
No,
like what they were doing before
and
with Destiny and how they had the different tiers and stuff like that. Excuse me.
so
That's what it reminded me of.
what I
So
was trying to get at, I didn't want to make it sound like a loaded question. I apologize.
no,
It's
no,
not.
no, you're fine. But it's
What
just
I'm
tough for me to
getting at.
talk about it because I never played the game.
Right, and that's
You
what I was
know,
getting at. What I'm getting at, and I've talked about this before. It's the same thing with Xbox, same thing with PlayStation, Nintendo. Like, if you've never played a game, it don't matter if it's two, three, four. Heck, we've been enjoying past games since this launch. Like, we've been doing that, and we've been getting the FPS boost on it. We've been getting the what's the other thing? The auto HDR. All the bells and whistles are added to these games,
yeah.
and we've been enjoying them. We're a little spoiled on our side. That's the thing. We are spoiled on our side. So when we look at things like, wow, you're charging $70 for it, like for a person that's never played this game, like Logic, it's new to him. That's justifiable. That's his value. A person like myself, who for me, Ghost of Tsushima was game of the year. that was my pick for game of the year. I played it on a PS4 Pro. Um, I ended up getting the director's cut, right? And
Kills, you there? I think we're having a little technical difficulties. All right, boys. We're still here. We're alive. It looks like Kills might have a little issue. Let's see if we could refresh him real quick. But yeah, I mean, as far as with Ghost 2, it's just if it's he'll join back in a second. As far as with Ghost, honestly, if I was interested, my brother played the game. My brother said it was really good. He enjoyed it. Can you not reborn? Really? That's unnecessary reborn. Anyways, my brother played the game. He said it was good. It looked like a fun game, honestly. So that's why I don't personally have a problem with the price point as somebody that doesn't own the PlayStation. And by the time I probably get a PlayStation to play that game, it's not going to cost that much. So I don't necessarily have a problem with it. But I don't like the confusion in the state that this director's cut launched with on the PS5. And I just feel like it was bobbled and mishandled. Um, and that's just me personally. But also, I'm speaking at it as not a PS5 owner. So I don't, I think certain people were upset about it, that they couldn't play the game right away, that they had to pay $30 more if they had the original version of it to kind of upgrade instead of it just being like a smart delivery thing. It's really difficult. Um, and it just feels like something that they've kind of messed up with. Let's see if we can get Kills back in here. His internet might have went out, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. It looks like he had a power surge down in Florida. So he will be back. Sell them, let's see. $70 Outer Worlds. Wasteland 3, Minecraft Dungeons. Yeah. This also, too. This was interesting. What Dakota was saying. Deathloop and Ghost Wire Tokyo get $70 PS5 editions when they hit Game Pass. I don't know, but that's the thing. On Game Pass, we're not going to have to pay for them. You just have to pay for the service, right? So that's the thing. Like on PS5, I mean, we already know like games that were coming out, that were going to be multi-platform, that are going to be Game Pass, not exclusives, but on Game Pass. Like as long as you're paying for the service, you have access to the game. So honestly, it's an awkward situation, dude. It's just a super awkward situation. Yeah, no, and that's another thing too. Yeah, none of that's been confirmed. It could be 60. I mean, we might not know until it actually comes out, or at least closer to release date, what those prices are going to look like. So let's see. What was that, Reborn? First buy, whatever. The 70 to buy it again after having a PS4, I wouldn't buy it. That's the thing too. It's like you're paying like, you're gonna get that updated or upgraded visuals and stuff and everything, but it's the same game that you're basically in certain situations you'd have to pay twice for if you didn't own it originally on the PS4. Or it's a game too, like if you already have a PS4, it's like how much better does it look? Like how much more did they do to it? Like did they incorporate the DualSense, controller, like to give you that feeling? Like I don't know if it's justifiable. But then that's just from a person that doesn't own a PS5 personally. So I don't really know if that's even justifiable at that point. Tronald dump edit. That's funny. I don't know, man. That's crazy. What's everybody playing now? What's everybody up to playing right now? Any games? Type your games in the chat. Oh, yeah, no, the Mass Effect. Yeah, but that's the thing, too. Mass Effect came out 14 years ago. Like Mass Effect 1, I believe, if I'm doing math correctly, 15 years ago. So it's like all these years later, you're getting the remake version. So you're getting 1 through 3 Legendary Edition. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, Ground Zero is a great game. I see. I love the Metal Gear Solid series. So Ground Zero, I mean, that was another one. It's like, hey, here's a game, pay $15 for, or 20. I forget how much it was originally when it launched. Just the Ground Zeroes version. It's like $15 or $20, and then they made you pay for the actual just Phantom Pain, which was full price $60. So you ended up paying, that was like $75. And Ground Zeroes, you had like, they were, replayability somewhat, but it wasn't like the craziest game. I want to say it was even more than I don't even remember what I paid for it originally. So I feel like it wasn't $15. And then they did like the edition. There was like the complete edition where they had Phantom Pain that came with the Ground Zeroes, which was pretty cool. Let's see. Condemned. Yeah, that's nice. Condemned Criminal Origins lately. Nice. Yeah, I think it was 30. See, that's another thing. If it was $30 back then, that's fucking insane. Imagine paying $30 for Ground Zero and then paying $60 for MGS5 Phantom Pain. That's insane. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's highway fucking robbery at that, with a loaded weapon. Unfucking believable. I still played it. I enjoyed the series, but Mannequin Store had me hugging the walls. Dude, I'm weird with games. Like, me personally, hold on while my camera bugs out a little bit. I'm weird with fucking games like that. Like REs, I even played RE7 recently on the PC. It's like, I get jump scares and shit like that, but I'm really not one. Like, the last time I really played a game like that was Silent Hill. Oh, hold on. Are we back?
I am back. Jesus Christ.
Yo.
Sorry, here in Florida we are preparing for a hurricane. If you guys didn't know, so we got
Yeah, man.
we got a power surge. So I apologize, you guys. Jesus, that was I can't even see the chat. What's going on? Let's see
No, it's all right. You're here audio wise. The video's lagging a little bit, but that's
video.
all right. Yeah, your
Okay.
video's lagging a little bit, but your audio's there. We hear you.
Let me get this. Hold on. Let me. Sorry, guys. This is live. And shit happens. Let's see.
We're doing it live. Fuck it.
Fuck it, we're doing it live. But I'm trying to get the. I can't see the chat, man. What the hell? Can't see nothing.
We were just talking about recently. Oh yeah, wait. I yelled at Reborn. I didn't yell at Reborn. Reborn was just saying something because your camera froze and your mouth was open because you were mid sentence.
That's fucked up.
So it was fucked up.
It always catches me in the worst fucking situation.
That's fine, but Reborn highlighted that. So.
Oh, asshole.
Yeah, Reborn being Reborn. So he wasn't yelled at, but he was just doing Reborn things. And he had to be told that. It's like fucking children over here. And then I just asked the chat what games they were playing and stuff. And yeah, that was pretty much that.
I can't even get chat. I don't see chat at all. Like I see it on. Let me see. Because I feel handicapped if I don't have my chat up. I need to feel that.
Open up the YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I have open, and I'm refreshing it. But let me see. Let me refresh it again. Man, that was crazy. I'm like talking, and then like boom, like a big.
So do you remember where you were mid sentence? You don't remember what you were talking about?
I think I was talking. Oh, we were talking about the $7 price point.
Yeah. So the Ghost of Tsushima. Yes.
Yeah. There it is. I got the chat back up.
Okay. So did you want to finish that thought?
What I was saying is, sorry, chat. Life happens. But what I was saying is that with the $7 price point, somewhere like you, why do we have the overlay up? Take that out. There we go. What I was saying is that with the $7 price point, depending on who you are and what angle you're looking at it from, that's how you build value. Now, I see that Vodka put up there in one of the, he commented, he said, well, Tokyo Ghostwire or the other game that's coming to PlayStation first, the Bethesda games, and then be moved over to us. Well, we get that for $7. We don't have to worry about that. We have Game Pass.
No. He said, well, we're going to get Game Pass, but if Fugly was saying we don't know if they're actually going to charge $70 for those games.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
That's the thing with that.
I do not think that's a look. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm with you guys when it comes that energy we have about that $7 price point. It's bullshit. It's a bullshit. That $7 price point is clearly a Sony thing. Clearly a Sony thing. To the point where they blatantly putting here's where I have a problem with the $7 price point for someone who played it already. It's not the content part that I'm having a problem with. We normally see price like 20 and $30 for content for that part. We normally see that. What I have a problem with is hiding the functionalities and optimizations behind a fucking paywall. That's where I have an issue with. You know, I have an issue with that because you're telling me that someone with a PlayStation 5 controller can't feel the functionalities of it for that game until they buy that upgrade.
Yeah,
You're telling
I
me the
mentioned that.
optim yeah, I'm sorry, my bad, I just
No,
came
no,
out of it.
no.
But
But or I mentioned it, but not to that point. Where basically you're locked out of those features, those
it's
PS5 features.
features.
Yeah,
Like this is mind-boggling. You're locking people out of that. You're locking people optimization. Like simple optimizations that now that see, here's the thing, Xbox, and I'm jumping everywhere here because I'm like excited about this topic, but Xbox has made this cycle, this console of the new generation, closer to the PC side of things when it comes to optimization. Logic on the PC side, optimizations. Do you get charged for that?
no,
Upgrades, 4Ks, visuals. Do you get
no.
charged for that kind of stuff?
No,
Right.
no, but it's not even. It's there. Fix. It's already. Sometimes the game is shipped. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like every game that's shipped on the PC isn't optimized and stuff like that. But technically, you have like if you're running a 4K monitor, the game more than likely is going to run at 4K, especially if it's a game that's native to PC. If it
Well,
wasn't like ported over and things like that, like
and
there's things.
that's where this Xbox is getting closer and closer. That's how we're
Right,
experiencing the FPS boost, and we're experiencing the auto HDR on the console side, and we're getting these upgrades for free. It's
right,
only when a company is going, I'm going to charge you for it. That's called greed. They're doing that just to do it for shits and giggles. They're being cocky about this shit and they're doing it. There's no need to charge extra for optimizations or controller features.
no,
There's no need for that. But then you have, and this is my problem. You have those who are out there who are saying, "Well, fuck it. It was a great game. I'll pay it again, just for the sake of it and throw it in people's faces." Great. I love that you're doing that,
yeah,
but you're fucking me over with that because now you're not standing. You're not putting a stake in the ground saying, "Hey, I don't want features and I don't want optimizations to be locked." Demand better, for God's sakes. Demand better. Why are we sitting here going, "Fuck it. I'll pay another $70 for a game I already played"? No, don't. Why? Why are you doing that? They did it with Miles Morales. They tested the waters, and they're gonna keep doing it to you fucking guys over there. It's part of the reason why I probably won't pick up a PlayStation this generation. It's just too much
yeah,
shit going on over there, man. And I wanted to wait to the end of the podcast to talk about this because I don't want this to be a console. It's not a console war shit, man. I can give two fucks about that. There's a lot of content creators out there that you go to them right now and you're gonna hear war everywhere. Oh fuck this and fuck. It's a box. It's a box, right? It's not my girlfriend, it's not my wife, but at the end of the day, I'm a consumer, and that's what's first. I'm a consumer, and as a consumer, I want more, I want better. We've been dragged all last generation with remasters after fucking remakes and after remasters. We've been dragged all last fucking generation, and we pay for that shit. Move on. We're
yeah.
not there no more. You literally can build a console that can do this for the developers at no cost. This shit about, oh well, if the developers are doing extra content, they should get paid for it. Director's cut is meant for movies. It's meant for where here's this deleted scene that we're putting now in this version of the movie, like a Snyder's cut, right?
It's like
And
they're
you're
trying
gonna
to
get
sell the
more.
game. It's like they're trying to sell the game as like a cinematic experience. Like when you see that, which to a certain extent it can be. If
It
you've
can
seen, I
be.
mean, if you've seen Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that, it can almost play like a cinematic experience. But you are getting some new content. But once again, it comes down to that whole thing of justifying that price point. It's like if these people, and the ones that are saying no, just buy it again, like they're fucking it up for everybody else because
It
they are
it's
allowing the
it's
behavior
it's,
to
it's the
continue.
precedents that they're setting. They're setting this example that it's okay. We're gonna take it in the ass and love it. Like I don't want that shit. I really don't want to pay $70 for a remake. I don't. It's a remake. Look, you guys on that side are enjoying your system, and you should. You're gamers at the end of the day. You want to play it. You should enjoy that. But there's nothing on that system for someone like me, Xbox or not, that's gonna go run out and get a PS5 for that. I'm not gonna go and say I want to play another remake of a Souls game. I want to
Right.
play a robot game to blow on my controller. I keep saying this shit. I don't want to play another 18th iteration of Ratchet and Clank. As beautiful as that game is, I don't want to play another one of those. Meanwhile, bombs are being thrown. You guys are playing old games. You're paying for old games. Give me a break. You're paying for old games. You're literally gonna pay another Ghost of Tsushima The experience is no different from the way if you got it on PS4 Pro, no different. Your optimization already happened over there. Your multiplayer for free, it happened over there. What are you paying for? DLC, an extra island? That's $20 right there. Maybe 30 because PS5 you can get away with it, but not $70 worth. And then to make matters worse, because it's confusing as shit, they take out the vanilla version from the store. The vanilla version of PS4 Director's Cut from the store. We don't want to cause confusion, but now you don't even give an option to play what was already discounted as the vanilla version. Maybe there's gamers out there that don't want to play the whole fucking thing. They don't want to play. They just want to experience the game, and that's the ground. That's the entry level experience they want right there. I want that. Let me choose and want more later. Don't force me into something that you want me to play. That's crazy. It's one of those. The game is great. I love the game. It was my pick of game of the year. It's not $70 in my world. It's not
Yeah.
$70 because I played this and there's nothing extra for it. It's a shame. Now, what the hell is that? Now the island part, I get it. $20, $30. It's new content. Pay them for that. I get that. And Sucker Punch has come across as a it's my AAA top developer, not Insomniac for me. It's Sucker Punch. They have not missed. They have not missed. But when you're charging $70 because the content, yes, and then the features, you're literally putting that in the this is what included with $70. PS5 controller features, optimization, multiplayer that was free,
Right.
and this extra island.
Right.
Bro, you're being shafted. I don't care how much of a fanboy you are. Open your fucking mouth and say something. This is garbage. It's literally not right to do that at all. At all. Whether you're from that side or this side, it's horrible that you do like this. You know, again, you guys tout this whole thing about we have exclusive. I get it, you have exclusives, but you're paying for old games while you double mouthing it and saying you guys playing old games over there for free. Microsoft is being consumer friendly and giving us shit that's old with optimizations already on it. New games, Metro, Gears of War, just absolutely free. Gears of War, the Hive Busters. If you don't have Game Pass, you buy it separate. I believe it's correct me in the chat. Correct me. I believe it's $20 $30, maybe cheaper. If you go with just Hive, if you want to play the Hive Busters, it's a standalone game. If you want to just play that, that's what you got. But if you already have Game Pass, which if you don't, that's crazy. But if you have Game Pass on Xbox, it's all free. It comes with it with your subscription. It's mind. At this point, it's not about Xbox versus PlayStation. It's about being a gamer. Where's your line, bro? Where's your standard at? Where does that stop? You can't say I'm okay with this, but then look at Xbox and go fuck Xbox. You guys are playing old games. Where the fuck are you at with that? Where are you at? Like all over the place, and that's what I've been seeing. Again, I left this for the end of the podcast, because it was going to take up a lot. My energy's here right now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's everywhere right now with the way they view shit. Oh, it's great here, but it's not great there. This is garbage, but this is great. Literally, you're talking out both mouths when you do that. It's mind-boggling the shit I see on the internet. Another thing I want to talk about. This is going to end the show or be the end. If you have something else, please. I tweeted this. Why bother hating on something, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation, for 7 straight fucking months? Why bother doing that when you're gonna buy the shit anyways and then talk shit about it some more? What kind of narcissistic shit is that? If I'm saying if it's the right context, what is that?
It's just
I'm
weirdo shit,
I'm
man.
gonna throw bombs at this shit all day long for 7 months. Guess what? I bought the system. Now I'm playing it. It's still garbage, huh? I don't understand that. That to
Or
me
just
is
to say
is
like, oh no,
it's
because
abuse mentality, bro.
I have it in my hand. It's like, you know what I mean? Like
It's
it's
a
some, it
it's
gives
for
them
research.
it gives it the validation.
It's for research. Like at the end of
Right.
the day, bro, you're a gamer. It's you fucked yourself and put yourself in a corner and said fuck PlayStation, fuck Xbox, and now you find yourself buying either or to complete your gamer's dream. And now you're sitting there because you can't admit it. Your ego kicks in. You can't say, "Oh, this shit is actually good." You're sitting there going, "Fuck this thing, anyways." Even though I got it, I paid another $500 for to shit on it. At the
Hmm.
end of the day, it's your money, but that is the equivalent to somebody buying a console, going on YouTube, and videoing themselves demolishing the damn console. That's the equivalent of that. How dumb is that?
It's crazy, dude.
It's dumb, and a lot of us follow accounts like this, whether it be on the Sony side or Xbox side. We follow these accounts where for months they fucking meme it out, they bomb it. Oh, this shit is garbage. Don't and you don't. there was a comment earlier on that thread that said, well, unless they have said don't buy it, then it's not really hypocritical. Look, at the end of the day, we're adults here. If someone's hating on something for so long and I'm following you because there's a likely interest I'm following you for, and you're hating on something, likely I'm going to say, without you even having to mouth it, I'm going to say, fuck it, I don't like it either. Right? So it doesn't have to verbally be said, don't buy this console. For 7 months, that account you're following has bombed it for 7 months. And now they're throwing pictures and screenshots out there. And this is not no one specific. This is in general with Xbox and PlayStation. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. We go on this Twitter shit and go with this console war shit. If y'all about the console war, then fucking 100% console war. But don't fake this shit. Don't go on fucking social media and act like I like one over the other, and then find yourself 7 months later buying the fucking system you hated on and told everybody you hate on that system. And then, oh, now it's still garbage, but I'm not playing the Ratchet and Clank that I love. I'm not playing the Halos that I want. It's so, bro. What's the word I'm looking for? It's so weird, bro. It's weirdo shit. It's weirdo shit to sit there and literally hate. Maybe it's for clickbait. Maybe it's for you to get the 1,000 followers here. Maybe that's why I have 600 fucking followers. Now I'm gonna sound like a hater. Maybe that's why I don't grow that fast because I don't care for sitting there and bombing some.
Oh, we're losing you. You back?
Am I back?
Yep, you're back. We lost that last sentence.
I was saying I'm not gonna sit there and tell you guys all the flaws of a system to then 7 months later you watch me show you some gameplay from PS5. It's crazy. I don't own one.
And then try to keep the persona. That's the whole thing. Like everyone's is very, they're very brand oriented, and sometimes these are people that don't have like the biggest following, but still in their mind, like they feel like they have an image that they have to keep.
They
So
have to maintain.
it's just the cool thing for them to buy the thing that they trashed for as long as they did, and then still come out and say, "Oh yeah, no, I bought it and I'm playing stuff, but no, it's still trash. It's still bad."
Look, it's still try exactly. Like I don't own a PS5, and they're doing their best to keep me away from that. I would I want one? Of course, I certainly we said this. I would want to get a PS5 in the future. Right now, they're not selling me on anything they have over there. They're just
Yeah.
not. That needs to improve before I even consider buying and purchasing one. Now, somebody challenged me and said, "Well, how can you know how bad it is if all you're going with is the shit they're saying online? You haven't played it." Well, guess what? As I mentioned earlier, my parents are in town from New York. They staying out here. They got a B&B, Airbnb, whatever you call it. They rented out a whole house, and in this house, bestowed is a PlayStation 5. I went to visit them yesterday, and I'm going, "Oh shit, PlayStation 5. Let me try this shit out." Very first game I hit was Astrobot. Initial, and I even called you, video conference you, Logic, or videoed you, and my first impression of the controller, wow, this for a PlayStation controller, this shit feels good. It feels good in the hand. But my preference, I don't like the boomerang. I
Yeah.
don't like that. And I showed you this. The fact that I have to reach with my thumb over to get to the thumbstick, that's another thing I never really liked that. It's
Well,
like
the
it
placement
puts
of the
tension. Right.
left thumbstick. Yeah.
And I play a lot of first person shooters, so that puts a lot of stress on my right here on the between the index and the thumb where it
Hmm.
hurts. And I'm not and I'm sounding like a bitch right now, but that's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's not it hurts because I have to literally reach over to do that.
Yeah.
That's one. But as I'm playing Astrobot, sandstorm comes. I feel literally the sand grains hitting the
Hmm.
controller. That was cool. I'm like, oh shit! For
Yep.
like for a game like that, that was awesome. I don't see it taking advantage of it in like bigger titles like a Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo. Like well, not Halo, but like those kind of games where like a first person shooter. I don't see it taking advantage of that because they're third party. A
Right.
first party all the way because obviously they got time to bake it and cook it into that
Yeah, I
controller.
don't think Dice is building in like when the
No,
tornado comes in 2042, like you're gonna feel that on the dual. But then again, I could be incorrect with that, and maybe they do code it in. Maybe somebody
right.
is working on that to make it work with the PS5 that way. I
It could
just
be. It could be. I mean, a team like Returnal, a team like House Marquee, where they actually did that. They're a third party company now at first, but they're a
now
third
first.
party company
Yeah.
that actually baked it in there. So I could see that happening. But as I keep playing, then that that one part came up. We have to blow on your controller. Nope, ain't doing that. So I skipped that all the way. We kept going. So I ended up jumping from there to 2K because I love my basketball. So I played 2K. It looks just as beautiful as it does on Xbox. And then I jumped on Ratchet and Clank. a beautiful cartoon game, man. Let me tell you, that game is beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
if
gorgeous.
that's your thing.
If that's your thing, I mean, my kids, my nieces and nephews are 10 and 12. They enjoyed the shit out of it. My younger one, that's about 5, my nephew that's about 5 years old, 6 years old, he loved the heck out of this cartoon game, and I had a joy just watching him have a joy on it. Me, not my thing.
Yeah.
And it's the 18th iteration of Ratchet and Clank. I can't do it no more. Like, it's just too much. I played this. I know this. I know what's happening, and it was in it. So initially, still, I mean, I experienced what it was, what that console can bring. Another thing I didn't understand is where the fuck's the power off on that shit.
Mm.
I'm used to holding the home button and shit pops up. You turn it off. This thing
And
you
the
gotta like
menu,
clap
yeah.
your hands twice. I can do 3 backflips and then pat somebody's dog on the back. And
I mean, to give the benefit of the doubt, you also didn't, like they probably show you all of that when you first boot up and you go in and stuff. Like I'm sure,
no,
like if you were in the no,
no,
but
they
no,
don't.
not you, no, not you. I'm just saying
No, no,
in general.
literally,
If
when I
you were,
boot it up, it boots up
no,
because I
no,
guess
but
every time
as a
somebody
first
stays, they
time,
reset it.
user,
Oh,
like
okay.
as a first time user, like I'm sure there's like a little tutorial and
That's what I'm
thing.
saying. Every time
Yeah.
somebody stays and leaves,
Oh,
they
these people.
reset it. They
So it's
literally
like a brand new.
So when I turned it on, it was like it was out of the box.
Oh, okay.
They do. I don't know.
And they
It's
didn't
crazy
do.
that they
And,
do this, but I
okay.
guess for information and they delete all that. So when I turned it on, I'm thinking I could just jump in with somebody's guest profile. Maybe they created one. Nah, I had to really go in there and do my
And make
thing.
a
Nothing
profile.
explains that you got to go here, here, here to turn off your console. Literally, when I found it, there was like 3 options before the power off. There was
Okay.
like sleep, console, like it was all different things. And I put it on sleep mode. So when I go back to that, I want to see if that shit turns back on because I'm testing it. That's research to me.
Right.
But Kima, what's up, man? So initially, my impression of this console it still needs for me still needs work, and that was me playing with it for about 3 or 4 hours. Still needs work. I'm gonna go back today and try it again and keep at it. Maybe if I keep playing with it, it'll grow on me. But if that's the case, if it has to grow on me, then I don't really need to go out there and get a console that needs to grow on me. I should just I should be able to just pick up the controller, press power, and get in the game like I want to. Um, So, and by the way, they got something called this. They don't. I don't understand why they don't talk about this in the community side of things with PlayStation. They have a thing called Switcher. It's their version of Quick Resume. I shouldn't say that because that's an insult to Quick Resume. It's like one game out of like if you're playing, let's say Ratchet and Clank and only Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
When you come back, you can pick up from like a Quick Resume. You can pick up where you left off on Ratchet and Clank, but only for that one game. You can't do like multiple games. Sorry,
Right.
it's the poor man's Quick Resume. But I've seen people on the internet like compare it. Oh, we have that over here. First of all, you don't work for Sony. You don't have stock, so I don't know where this Wii stuff comes from, but it's not over there. And I'm going. I tried it. That's not the same thing. But I don't want to end this podcast on a hater rant. It's my
I actually
thoughts.
got something that I
Yeah, I
wouldn't
want you
mind.
to. I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
just my thoughts on
yeah.
what I think about the PlayStation 5, the
Yeah.
$70 price point. That's how I feel about it. You guys are more
Hmm.
than welcome to rebuttal me and discuss that with me, however you see fit. I don't care. I'm all for that. I don't hide behind a Twitter account. You guys see me here. Hit me up. Those who hit me with DM know that I'm very open in my DMs. You guys can hit me up and we'll have a conversation all day. That's how we do things. Logic, what you got, man?
So for just on a lighter note, just to kind of wrap this up, and this would be cool if we could make this like a weekly or a monthly thing, but we got like a little bit of fan art or a little meme, I guess, created. So this was from Missing No, and I'm gonna put it up
Oh
real quick.
yes,
So I
yes.
just want to highlight this real quick. So shout out to Missing No because she put this up on the timeline. So she was big at the Fallout, and she got us working on the Pep Boy.
On the Pep
So
Boy.
on the
We
Pep
we
Boy,
are working on the
we're
Pep
there.
Boy.
So this is a joke, by the way, but this is pretty cool. So I like the little screenshot in there.
And
That looks
that's
pretty
actually
dope.
awesome. I love like we've been
That looks
talking
pretty
back and
cool.
forth again. DMs like we've been talking back and forth in our
Yeah,
DM doing like she kept asking, hey, are you working the Pit Boy version of these things? And I'm like, we're working on it as a joke. We're
yeah.
working on it. I didn't realize she was
So
actually gonna go
so
in
a
on it.
little bit of an inside joke, but this was pretty dope. So so we're live on there. So shout out to Mystic No for that. I would consider this like I guess like fan art. So if anybody is artistically inclined, they like the meme stuff. We love memes. We're suckers for memes. GIFs, memes, anything like that. If you guys have stuff like that, we'll make it a weekly thing on the pod, especially for the visual listeners as well too when they watch on YouTube. we'll actually do a little section where we'll show off memes and stuff like that, and you guys can just DM them to us or tag it, and then we'll highlight those during the pod.
Definitely
So,
appreciate that. And for
but that
those who
was
are
pretty
new
cool.
to the chat, she is the one that won our very first giveaway. And
Yeah.
weirdly enough, Stone King that's on that screenshot is the one that actually donated to our channel, the $50 gift card.
Yes.
Missy No won it. She was the first winner. We plan on doing this once a month. You know, if we can. It doesn't necessarily has to be about money. It
Yeah.
could be, you know, it could be a T-shirt that I wear. Look at that. It could be check that out. It could be a T-shirt. It could be a game of choice. It could be, you know, 3 months of Game Pass.
Yep.
You know, it could be something like that. But yeah, man, that this right here is why we do it. Logic. This is cool. Like when she showed this to us, I was like, yo, this
Yeah, it
is.
was pretty funny. That was really funny.
I had to call you. Like I think I texted you, or called you. I'm like, this is hilarious, but like that's where we at right now. We're hitting that mark, and I enjoy that, man. We don't have a big following, and that's okay. Like I love that. I love that what we have is people who tune in every single week and understand our stories and follow our story like a book.
Yeah.
And each and every week I say this, and this comes from my heart. It comes from our heart, man. I appreciate you guys every single week giving us your faith and trusting in what we do here in our content, our brand. At the end of the day, we're all gamers. We should be gamers, and this shit we do online on console wars. Oh man, get to know the person before you think they think a certain way. You know, it's just one of those things. We have too many accounts out there faking the funk. You know, they're acting like they don't like something, but they want follows, and I get it. I respect that. It's a hustle. It's a hustle, but it's not genuine. And I want you guys to understand, you know, when you're following these accounts, make sure you understand that you're following an account that's doing it for the entertainment factor of it. It's all entertainment at the end of the day. Don't take this shit seriously. Don't catch heart attacks for it. I got people unfollowing me and just shadow what is it, shadow tweeting me like with like just talking about how they had a discussion somewhere else. Like it's not that serious, man. Grow up. It is not that serious. We're all adults here. Those who know me knows logic as well. We game and we always game. That's what we do. And coming soon, we will be gaming some more. El Gato. If you guys don't know, I'm Hispanico. Esto se llama El Gato. So that's what we got. Logic. Anything else?
Nah, brother. Good podcast as always, man. Happy Fourth again. If we didn't reiterate that before, thanks for everybody joining. Everybody across the pond, because for our people across the pond, we're in talks to maybe see somewhere down the line getting a better time for all of our friends
Yes.
over in the UK and in Europe and stuff like that. So just keep your ears tuned to that as well too, because we definitely appreciate you guys coming to check us in. For everybody that's catching the replay as well, thank you for listening to us and rocking out with us too, man. And we're available. Where our ats are. We're going to tell you where they are again, but on Twitter, on Insta, on YouTube, like, comment, we respond back. DM us if you want to talk to us about anything. Xbox, yep, there you go. We're pointing at it's no right there.
I don't know.
There
My
we go.
screen.
Yeah, my
This
screen
is
there.
you.
So it's still you.
And
So it's
oh,
me.
it's still me.
It's still you. You want to change your name real quick?
If they don't know me by now,
You got it. You're gonna fix it. All
I'll
right.
fix it right now.
He's gonna fix it real quick. But yeah, man. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining again. Happy holiday weekend. Enjoy your barbecues. Enjoy your fireworks. Be safe with the fireworks. Don't blow your hand off.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't be crazy and blow your hand off. We don't want that
Yeah.
situation.
Nothing
But
crazy.
but please have fun, guys. Enjoy your happy 4th of July. Be with friends and family and those you love. Hot dogs, hamburgers, and whatever else you eat today. I know I am. After this, I'm going straight to my family's house and probably throw that PS5 in the trash. Jokes. That's all jokes, guys. Haha, laugh. I'm really gonna do it, but maybe a video later. Anyways, Logic, as always, brother. This is the day I look forward to, Sundays, and we are doing big things, and I love that we're doing this together. I love that we're growing this together. I love that these people here are like just here every single week, man. That's the love I love. I appreciate you guys. Most of you guys hit me up anyways on Twitter. Enjoy your day. But as we always say, every single fucking week, happy fucking gaming. Later, guys. Have a good one. Happy 4th.
Taylor about the fucking flex.